for Instagram as well. Let's see what we got. All right, what's going on, Instagram family, Facebook family, and YouTube family? I kind of want to get on tonight and give an update on everything X for Boys. Ever since our video just got released, a lot has been happening for us. So I kind of wanted to make sure I get on, give everybody an update, tell everybody what's going on next, where we're headed, things like that. So I give people the time, a little time for people to get on. Let's see. I'm gonna let some people know that we are live. Mm, let's see. Cool. All right. So, well, this is my live stream. Um, Peace. This is King Randall. First, I want to say thanks to everybody, especially like around the city of Albany, and people around the nation who supported our program. This video that we released this past weekend, it was very touching, to say the least. It was very touching. Um, our videographer did a very good job for us. I had a few parents come in to speak in regards to what we have going on, because a lot of people do hear from me a lot in regards to the program, but people never really get a chance to hear from the boys or from the parents of the children whose lives our program is touching. So I was definitely glad to get a chance for people to see what we have going on and hear from the parents. We're also able to let everybody know where our new building is. It's on 1515 Dawson Road here in Albany. Building's 15,000 square feet. And we also have a 10,000 square foot warehouse in the back for our building. So this is going to be really big, really huge for our students here in Albany. This will be our middle school campus for grades 6 through 8. And then we also plan to open a high school campus about 45 minutes away, going towards the Columbus area, but we're going to focus on our middle school campus right now. So for starters, I do want to let everybody know, please sign up for the text and email alerts. I know a lot of people have been trying to make sure, how they keep up to date and with everything we have going on. If you go to our website, you can go click on the link where it says join us, and I'll show, well, for my fans on Facebook, I can show you how to do that. So if you go to the website and you go, basically, as soon as you get there, you just click join us. And then when you get there, it'll say contact us. You can put your name in, your email, and then you can go back to the home page. You can do it two different ways. You can go to the home page, and then you could probably go to, I think it's about us. Yeah. So go all the way down on the home page. Go all the way down the home page and go to stay in touch, and you'll type your email address in. Now, for some people, they haven't been getting the email alerts because they haven't been confirming their email. So once you go into the website, please make sure you confirm your email when you go on there. So I have a list of people's emails, and then I have a list of people who haven't confirmed their email. So please make sure you confirm so that way you're able to get all of our emails. Also, book club is starting back next week here in Albany. I had to put book club on pause because of the virus and things like that, but we're back on next week, and we'll be actually doing constitutional studies. So we started. Today I went and purchased like 20 constitutions, little small books. I want to teach the boys about the United States Constitution, and we'll also be reading "Up from Slavery" by Booker T. Washington. And I kind of love the title of that because it bears witness in itself. It's up from slavery, not slavery's holding us down, not slavery's holding us back. No, we're up from slavery. So I definitely want to make sure that we get on that, and make sure that we're teaching our boys how to read, because what was interesting, to me, is the fact that while doing the program, I was noticing that a lot of children can't read, and that's why I started the book club last year. Especially doing reading and language classes. My first year of summer camp, looking at, I had 20 children, and maybe like 6 of them could really read. So you're talking about, I'm doing one-on-one classes with these children. I had a 12-year-old I had to teach phonics to. He didn't even know his phonics. And this is sad in my opinion, that slaves, a slave had a better vocabulary and vernacular than us here in 2020 as black people. Our slaves tried to die, they died to read and write at that time. And now you can't even get us to pick up a book, and it's sad. So in my opinion, I definitely feel like our boys need to learn how to read. We're graduating students that can't read. We're graduating boys who can't read, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And that's where I believe a lot of our problems are coming from. We definitely need to make sure that we're teaching our young men how to read, how important it is to be able to read and write, and also expanding their vocabularies. Because a lot of children, they just don't know simple words, and like words like older and just it all types of words they don't know, because they're not used to using it. And so I had to correct some of my boys the other day because somebody used the word. I think somebody said something was protruding, and they didn't know what it meant. And it was like, oh, there you go with that smart stuff. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna ask him what the word means. It's okay to not know what something means. Just ask what it means. And they have this issue with knowing something better or a word being big or something like that. It's like, oh, well, I got time for that smart stuff. And I was like, no, you're gonna ask him what the word means, and you're gonna correct yourself. Or if they pronounce something wrong, well, that's just how I say it. No, you're gonna say it correctly. That's what you're gonna do. And you have to learn how to turn that on and off. Like we can have our little slang talk, to each other, but when we're out in public and talking on camera or something like that, you have to turn it on and off. So that's why I try to police them so much whenever they're talking to me, and even when they're like we have a group chat right now, and one of the first rules in the group chat for the Expo Boys is you can't get in there and just type anything. You can't say anything. It has to be in complete sentences, complete punctuation. Also, capital letters, periods, you name it. We make sure that they're policing each other. And now it's to a point where, they're policing each other in the group chat. Plus, it makes you think, before you say something in regards to, talking to me or anything. Even when they're making posts on social media, I make them take their posts down if they are, saying words incorrectly and things like that. I police them so much because if you look at the children writing, they start writing how they're typing. A lot of students are writing how they're typing, and it's ridiculous. And I'm just like, look at what you wrote, son. You wrote LOL. You wrote you, or some of them are spelled you like YHU. Like they spell words wrong. Like, and I guess that's slang texting, but I never understood why we type like that. So I just want to make sure that we are, paying attention to what our children are doing. Even all parents at home, try to make sure your kids aren't texting you in text format, because they're writing like that at school, and I'm sure their English teacher will thank you if you help them. And a lot of my kids who couldn't read or write or having trouble with that small little thing that I'm fixing, like texting me in complete sentences, is helping them, because now they're starting to understand, and we're correcting each other. No, that's not how you spell that. All of those things. It's helping with their vocabulary just in a small way. And even when you're at home and watching movies and things like that, turn on the subtitles. I always have done that my whole life, because there are new words I learned. Using context clues and things like that. I look up words I haven't heard before. And it subconsciously is teaching them, words and how to read and how to talk. So turn the subtitles on while you're watching Netflix or something like that. It may be annoying to you, but it's beneficial, for your child. So it's just small things that we could do, to help our children. So like I said, book club is starting back next week. We want to make sure our children are learning how to read. That's super important. Also, next I think November the 18th, here in Albany, we're going to have a bowling tournament. So as far as everybody knows, we're doing lots of fundraisers in regards to our program, because we have to raise $250,000 by December the 1st. So that's what we're doing, trying to raise money for our building. Plus, that's just the money for the building. We have $40,000 in repairs, but we're going to make it happen, because I'm a handyman. I turn my boys into handymen, and we're going to work on our building. So we're going to make that happen. So basically, we were trying to raise $300,000, but we only need the $250,000 to get in the building. So we're already under contract with the building. We put up some money up front already for the building with money we've raised. So now we have to raise $250,000 by December the 1st. So we're doing a bowling tournament on November the 18th here in Albany. It will be 4 people per team, and it will be $200 per team. Now, if you don't have a team that you'll be able to join with, you can do it'll be $40 per person for you to join, and this all proceeds will go towards the Expo Boys. You'll get a prize at the end if your team wins. And if you don't, like I said, if you don't have a team, we will put you on a team. But all of this will be available for you to sign up on the website in the morning. So at about 11 a.m., actually at 11 a.m. tomorrow, you'll be able to sign up for the bowling tournament here in Albany, Georgia. It'll be on November the 18th. And I'll be able to have the sign up for you on the website tonight. And tomorrow when you get up, you'll be able to go on the website, theextraboys.org, and you'll be able to do sign up there. So we'll have 10 teams and 4 people per team. And we would have had more teams, but the bowling alley has to, abide by COVID regulations, and they have to do every other lane. So we're gonna do 4 people per team. We'll do 3 games, and whoever has the highest score, of course, will win. Also, we have a few other fundraising events in the making. Also, the Extra Boys is headed to Texas. We'll be in Kemah, Texas, December the 11th through the 13th. However, we do have a few stops that we will make on the way there and on the way back. So stand by for that announcement. The Extra Boys is going on tour. So people in different cities will be able to meet us. But again, stand by. I will tell you what cities we were stopping in, and the days we'll be there. So just stand by for that. Because I had a lot of people reach out and want us to come here and want us to come there. So we will be going through different cities and meeting people, because every time we go out of town, people are like, "Oh, I didn't know you were here. I wanted to come meet you guys, etc." So we'll have meet and greets set up in different cities in different states for your people to come meet me and the boys. So we'll be going on tour soon. So that's kind of a little teaser that I had. Also, please let me know if you got any questions while I'm here. Anything I didn't cover. Mr. Vonnie said, "How close are you to getting the building?" So we have $200,000 that we need to raise for the building now. So we have 50,000 already. We're just 200,000 away from raising the building. So raising the money to get in the building. So that's where we are with that. And like I said, please ask me any questions, and I'll make sure I answer them while I'm here. I know I don't get a chance to respond to all the messages. I'm not ignoring anybody. I have hundreds of messages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The support has been overwhelming. I try to go through them here and there, but usually you probably won't hear from me directly. You'll probably hear from somebody on my team. They'll message you back from my page. It may seem like it's me, but they'll message you back from my page because I'm not able to answer everything. Right now I'm on break, so right now you'll hear from me. And I'm on a break right now because I had been so overwhelmed and I had been so tired. The boys have been moving so much. And this past trip, we were in Atlanta, went to see Ben Carson and Senator Tim Scott. So we were pretty busy last weekend, riding 4-wheelers. At the skating rink, we were really busy. And I decided to give them a break. I sent them home for a week, spent some time with their families, and we'll be back at it next week. And we'll be back busy again. I just had to take me a little self-care break for this week because I do get tired. The kids do live with me, so it gets tiring, and I love what I do, but sometimes we have to take a break. Let's see. Will you need help with room supplies once the bars are in the school? Absolutely. So we will need help with all types of supplies for the school in particular. So all of this goes into us raising the money. So of course we're going to raise the money to get in the building. Then we have to get cosmetics done. Then we have to furnish the school. So all types of supplies and donations and things like that to go towards us actually getting in the school is super important. Let's see. Are you taking donations through Cash App or other ways? So we're going to make a Cash App for those people, because I have a personal Cash App, but I'd rather it go directly towards our business account. So I'm going to make a Cash App just for the Extra Boys. Because I hadn't been using Cash App. However, I can show you how to donate via our website for those of you on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and YouTube. So what's going to happen is you're going to go to the donate tab on the extraboys.org, or you can just type the extraboys.org/donate. Now, if you go on the PayPal option, which you scroll down and see the PayPal option, you'll have an option to do recurring donations where you can do maybe $10 a month, $20 a month, or however much you like to do per month. So that's how you'll be able to do it. Right now, my particular Cash App, my personal Cash App is hashtag Emerging King. And you can also go to GoFundMe here on the Extra Boys /donate. Those are the only two options I have right now for donations, which is PayPal, and you have GoFundMe. Also, we just got a P.O. box, and so people who have been asking for our P.O. box number for us to send checks and things like that. Our P.O. box is P.O. Box 24, Albany, Georgia. P.O. Box 24, and I'll post that on the website, as well as Instagram, Twitter, and all those other areas, so that way people can see. Let's see if it's joining only for Albany at this time. Yes, Albany, Georgia is the only place that we're serving right now, because that's where we will that's where we're located in Albany, and those are the children I'm focusing on, simply because the crime and poverty levels here in Albany is very bad. The numbers are horrible, and I want to make sure we're focusing on our city. I don't want to become one of those programs who get a little famous or whatever and then leave town. I don't want that to happen, because our boys in Albany need help, and I've made family, with boys here in Albany. They've become my family, and I've become family of the city of Albany. So I want to make sure that we are serving our boys here in Albany. Are you a 501c3 nonprofit? Yes, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We just got nonprofit status. We're waiting on a few more pieces of paperwork from the IRS, but we do have our 501c3 tax ID. Just got that. How many young men will the school house, and do you only accept young men in the Albany area? Now, when we start the actual school, the school will be open for boys from everywhere. Now, I'm only going to make sure the main focus is going to be on Albany, Georgia, but we will accept boys from other places. And I don't know how many young men yet we will be able to house at the school. The first year, I'll only be doing 8th grade students, simply because I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row, trying to make sure we have our paperwork squared away, how we're going to run things, etc. I just want to make sure that everything's running smoothly before I take all 3 grades at the middle school campus. So I just want to make sure everything's running smoothly. I don't want to jump, head first into the water. I just want to make sure everything's going okay with a number of students the first year. And I have to get with the fire marshal and the city of Albany to see how many students will be able to board at the school. So talking about bunk beds and mattresses and space, things like that. So we have to see how many students will be able to board at the school. Plus we'll need buses and things like that. But again, so what grades will you be serving? So yeah, the first year of the middle school campus will be only 8th grade. And the year after we'll do 6th through 8th grade. So it will be 10-month school terms. They'll stay for 10 months. They will have breaks along with the Doherty County school system. So please make sure that they will be able to go home, and parents will be able to come and visit and things like that. There will be limited cell phone use while they're there. I just want to try to make sure that we're taking them away from their environment and stripping them of all of that nonsense that social media is teaching them, and stripping them all of that nonsense that TV is teaching them, and show them how to be themselves. I'm trying to bring out the man in that young boy. I want to bring out the person that he is. That's my main thing. So I want them to find out who they are when they come to our school. Let's see, long-term vision. Our long-term vision is simple. We want to make sure this school expands around the city of Albany. My biggest focus is Albany, Georgia. I want to make sure that our crime rates are going down, our reading comprehension levels are going up. I want to raise new lawyers, new doctors, new judges, new police officers. This is what I want to see in our city. I only say that because I grew up here and I see how it is. I have classmates that are in jail for murder. I have young men that have been related to the boys in my program that have been shot and killed, and they're teenagers. I'm watching them do drugs and things like that. This is what I'm seeing in my city. So I don't want to, again, get so caught up in what's going on everywhere else and not fix my own city, because our city needs it. There's no reason our city here in Albany, Georgia, it was like the 4th poorest city in the nation at one point, and we were number one we were the murder capital of the United States at one point. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think we're on murder like 16 or 17 right now for our city, and those numbers are very high considering our population. So this is where I want to focus on. That our long-term vision is seeing the city of Albany become the Good Life City again. That was once our nickname and moniker, the Good Life City. So I want to make sure that we are actually the Good Life City. People aren't scared to come here. I want to see business flowing through here. I want to see our boys go and buy back the buildings, and go and buy up their communities and fix up their communities. I mean, I don't understand why, we get mad when we look at our communities every day and don't see the positivity that could grow out of it. We throw beer bottles everywhere and throw freaking trash everywhere and all that stuff. And then when somebody comes to your neighborhood and buys that neighborhood and then says, I see something good in this neighborhood. Let me build it up and fix it into something nice. And then, oh, I can't afford to stay there anymore. Well, that's what we should have been doing. We should go and fix up our own communities. We should go see the positivity in our communities. We should keep trash out of our communities. We should look at some of these places that people stay in. I'm like, I ride through and look at where people are living. I'm just like, how do you even live like that? Like the roof got holes in it and the doors is hanging off and people just out there just living every day. I'm just like, how we do this, So I think, we need to get back to the village. We need to make sure that we are helping each other. We're becoming a family, and that's a big thing for the Expo Boys. We are a brotherhood. I want them to be able to build bridges for each other. I want this to become their little fraternity that they're able to be a part of, and they can call their brother if they need something. He knows that person, or he knows this person. Hey, you need to go to China. I know a guy in China. I just met him last week. Let me get you his contact. You can go stay over there, or let me help you out. Let me get you this job. This is what I want to happen. I want this to be a big family where we're able to help each other out. And even right now, me building bridges for my boys. Like, I want them, as soon as they're 23, 24, and 25 and have to go branch off and go here and there, I want to have built bridges for them to be able to move around and say, okay, I can go here, Mr. King, I need your help, contacting this person there. Or even with them, building relationships for each other. I want this to be a complete brotherhood. We do everything together, even down to getting in trouble. If somebody gets in trouble, everybody, it gets punished. Because I want them to understand you have to police each other. You can't allow your friends to be out here doing anything stupid or doing anything crazy and then call yourself their friend. I want to make sure that you are policing your friends. You know that that is your brother, and you won't allow your brother to do anything stupid. Let's see. Would you be willing to speak at local churches about your organization so that they could learn more and donate, or they could get involved? Love what you're doing. Okay, absolutely. So I would love to come speak at any churches, and I'll bring the boys with me. Every church we go to, we will wear our Big Boy Faith shirts. And our Big Boy Faith shirts are on our website, and I'll show you guys how you can go on there and get merchandise. Because if you don't see me out in public with Expo Boys gear on, you have the pass to come smack me, because I have to make sure I'm repping the Expo Boys everywhere I go. So I definitely want to make sure that we're able to go speak at any local churches. Please reach out in the messenger, or you could DM me, or you could email me at theexpoboys@gmail.org. .com, gmail.com. So theexpoboys@gmail.com. And that way we can, schedule something to go speak at some churches. We'll be visiting Hope City United on November the 15th here in Albany, Georgia. So if you'd like to come to Hope City and meet me and the boys, we'll be there here in Albany. And I can't wait to go meet Pastor Trent Corey and Mr. Jamie Knight and Ms. Lacey Lynn. They all reached out to us. We actually just talked to Sherwood Baptist on today. We'll be visiting there soon as well. A lot of churches have reached out, so please let me know whenever you want us to come speak at a church here in Albany. We definitely come, and you can meet all the boys, and we can make that happen. Absolutely. We love sharing our vision and what we're about, because we believe in Big Boy Faith, and we believe we can make everything happen with having Big Boy Faith. Let's see, how do you donate? So I'll go back to it again. So what's going to happen is you're going to go to our website, and you'll click donate. It's right at the top. And on the phone, it'll be the same thing. You'll click the left tab, and it'll donate. You scroll down to donate, and you just simply type in the expoboys.org/donate. You can go here to GoFundMe. And what you can do, you can either click the GoFundMe tab, or you can click the PayPal option, where if you click donate now and the PayPal option, it will allow you to make recurring donations where you can donate monthly. So you can make monthly donations down to $1 to $10 to $20. So that's how you can donate to our school and to our organization, because we have to make this school happen, and we're doing a lot of fundraising events. So please stay tuned. We have a lot coming up in regards to us fundraising, because we have a lot we have to do and a lot of money to raise in time, but we're going to make it happen as long as we keep moving and keep pushing. I think that's all the questions that I see, but that's all I have for you. So again, we have the bowling tournament coming up on November the 18th here in Albany. The fees are $200 per team. It'll be 4 people per team, and if you don't have a team to join with, you can join alone. It'll be $40, and we'll put you on a team. And all proceeds will go to our organization and to our school. us opening our school. You'll get a chance to meet the boys, meet me, and you get a prize if, of course, if you win. So that I'm sure that'll be fun for us. Me and the boys have had a bowling team for a long time. We haven't bowled in a long time. I'm sure they're rusty, not me, because I'm really good at bowling. But I'm not rusty, so come with it when you do come to bowl. So that'll be here in Albany. And again, let's make sure remember book club starting back next week. Please, if you want to keep up to date for your children, if you are in the Albany area and you want to know how much we're doing and what we're doing and how we're doing it, you can download the Remind app, or you could text X for Boys to 81010. You can text X for Boys to 81010, and I'll put that in the comment section, so that way you'll be able to see that. But if you're in the Albany area and you want to see what we're doing and you want to make sure your boys are a part of what we're doing, I do have boarding and non-boarding students. So for my boarding students, I am not taking any more boarding students until the beginning of the year or when we get into our school. So I want to make sure that people know that I'm not taking any more boarding students right now, simply because I have boys here right now already, and we're working on getting our building. And we also have non-boarding students. They will be able to participate in all of our workshops. They'll be able to participate in the field trips, first come, first serve, of course. And I'll send it in the Remind group. So if you want to stay up to date, if you are in Albany, you can text X for Boys to 81010. And I'll post that up for people to see. Again, if you're in Albany area, you can text X for Boys to 81010, and you'll get all the alerts for where our workshops will be, what field trips we're going on, etc. So that's what you'll be able to do if you're a mom and you want your child to be able to participate in the X for Boys. I think that's all the questions. What's up, Gabe? How you doing? I think that's all the questions I had. I appreciate all the support again. I really do. And like I said, people always ask what we need. The boys always need food. And most importantly, water. They go through lots of water. They get very thirsty because we're really busy. I get these big 5-gallon jugs of water because I have like one of those little refrigerator thingies where you put the water on top of it. But they go through those like weekly. So water donations are greatly appreciated. Again, our P.O. Box is P.O. Box 24 for those who want to know how you can send checks and things like that. So that's P.O. Box 24, Albany, Georgia. And you can please make sure that you send your donations there. And I'll remove our other address off the website so that way you can see our P.O. Box there. But that's all I have for you. I think I covered everything. Somebody said, what does the X stand for? People ask this all the time. So the letter X means unknown. That's even in math or anything else. X means unknown. Our motto is let us make man. So as a boy, I am teaching you the unknown and teaching you how to be a man. That's what the X means. So if, again, X means unknown. Our motto is let us make man. And as a young boy, the things I'm teaching you are unknown, and I want to make sure you learn how to be a man. So that's what I have for you. I don't think I have any questions. No more questions. I think I covered everything. So again, stand by for tour dates. Stand by for the flyer. Like I said, we're going on tour. We'll be headed to Texas, and every state through Texas, we're going to stop at. Every state back, we're going to stop at, because people are excited to meet us. People want to make sure that we know who they are. So, and I want to make sure we meet everybody possible too. Let's see, where do we drop off water? DM me for that. If you're in the Albany, Georgia area and you want to donate the boys some water, you could hit me up for that. DM me directly to drop off water, or I'll come pick it up. Things of that nature. So, like I said, you can DM me for that. I don't think I have any more questions. All right, so YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I appreciate you guys for joining me. And please, again, make sure you go to the xforboys.org. Everything that you want or need to know is on the website. I will be updating the website tonight for you to be able to sign up for the bowling tournament here in Albany. So if you're in the Albany area, or if you want to come to Albany and bowl with us, feel free. It will be on November the 18th. Stand by for the flyer for that. And I'll make sure everybody is able to do what they need to do so that way they can get on a team and see if they can come out bowl me. But I appreciate you all, and thanks for joining.